Okay, so here's the makeup application video that I want to do. So the basic essentials are basically to start out with foundation, concealer, blush, powder, mascara, and lipstick or lip gloss. So that's basically the foundation. Is the first thing that you want to do. So let's start with that. Again, basic drugstore brands are probably the best way to go, just because they let you return them if they're opened, if it's not the right shade, which I think is probably the hardest part about picking out makeup is getting your right shade. So what I'm using today is the Revlon Color Stay. I really like this one. It works for me. There's also, I have Maybelline Fit Me. That's a pretty good one. So what you want to do is you want to open it, pour a little bit out onto your hand, not too much. Rub it around, make it nice and kind of light because you don't want it to be too heavy. You basically want your makeup to feel natural and to look natural. So yeah. Okay. So just put it on nice and evenly, kind of like you're doing lotion or sunscreen. And definitely for people who have drier skin like me, I always put on lotion about 5 minutes before I do my makeup or right after I get out of the shower. It just helps it go on a lot more, a lot better. But yeah, so you just want to get nice and even. And foundation basically sets everything up and makes everything blend nicely. Okay. And you also want to get under the chin and neck area so that you don't look like a floating head. And then you can also do it on the forehead. I usually don't, just because I usually have my bangs covering it up. But if you have any skin showing on your forehead, definitely do it so it doesn't look out of place. So I'm going to go wash my hands off, and then we'll talk about concealer. So next up is concealer, and concealer can be definitely your best friend in makeup because what it does is it hides the under eye dark circles and can also cover up pimples and other stuff and blemishes. So I'm using the Revlon Color Stay just because I use their whole line of stuff. So what you want to do is you want to take the concealer, and whether you're using a cream which you just circle around on your finger and dab on, or a stick like this, you just put it on under your eyes. Try to get them nice and even. And then what I like to do is rub it. Just make it nice and even and smooth. And again, you want to blend it in with the foundation that's already on your face. And it is good to use foundation and then concealer. Some people will tell you to use concealer first. Not the way to go. Definitely want to use foundation and then concealer. So that's basically concealer. You can also dab some on like blemishes or other parts that you want to cover up. And then again, just rub it in and make it look natural. Basically, yeah. Okay, so next up is blush. Okay, so it's blush time, which really gives your face a more brightened look and a more cheery kind of just bitten look. So yeah, you can either do blush before or after you do the powder. I like to do it before just so that I don't have to do powder twice. Probably easier way to go. So I'm using CoverGirl blush, which is a really good brand and they're all good. So you just take it tap off the extra. And then you want to start here, right at the apple of your cheek, and brush backwards. So smile big, and then just brush backwards towards your eye line. And again, just try to make it look natural, you know, not too dark, not too light. And that's basically blush. Pretty short, pretty easy. For lighter skin tone people, you want to stick with the lighter blushes. For darker skin tone people, you want to go with darker blushes. Same with lipstick and, of course, with foundation and everything. So, yeah. Okay, so what powder basically does is powder sets everything and just makes it look all even and helps it stay on for the rest of the day. So you take your powder, which I'm using Revlon Color Stay, and I think some of the best ones are the pressed powders. It's just the most easiest natural way to go. And so you want to take a brush like this, probably the biggest one out of the set, and take your powder, swirl it around, tap off the extra, and then just work your way in circles from up to down. So also don't be afraid to be a little rough or hazardous with it. You don't want to go too easy. You want to just make it natural. And you shouldn't like even notice that the powder's there. So just get it wherever you have makeup. Again, on the neck. And a thin layer should do pretty easily. So yeah, that's powder. Pretty basic. Again, I like using a brush instead of the ones they give you. You can use them though, they work just fine. Yeah. Okay, next, mascara. So mascara is definitely one of the ones that I've had to work on to get better at because it's definitely more difficult than the others. Also eyeliner. If you want to put on eyeliner, I sometimes do, sometimes don't. Usually put it on before mascara because then you can fix it easier if you mess up. But I'm just going to go over mascara right now. So I'm using Maybelline Mega Plush. I just like it. Most mascaras are the same though. So you take it and cap it, wipe off the extra on the top. And then, I mean, this really is the hardest part about the makeup so far. Take it, make sure your eyes go up, look down, and go up like that on your lashes. You also want to take a little wiggle to try and keep your eyelashes even and not clumped together. So basically like that. You can layer it as much as you want to make it as dark as you want, or as long as your lashes get. But it's really your choice on that. Oh, and if you mess up, like you get some on the top of your eyelash, of your eyelid up here, what I like to do basically, don't worry about it. Once you're finished with everything, just take a little saliva or water and just wipe it off. It's pretty easy. Yeah. And then, so once you're done with the top, and you have both sides done, which I'll do, you also want to use the same hand for both eyes. So even though it might feel natural to switch to your left hand and go like that, you want to keep it in the same hand. So yeah, just keep going up like that. Give it a little wiggle. And there you go. And so then you want to do bottom lashes next, which is hard. I don't like to layer it on too heavy just because it looks more natural, I think, if you don't. So you want to take it and just very lightly, gently brush it on. So yeah, so that's mascara. And finally, last but certainly not least, we've got lipstick and lip gloss. Some of my favorites. So lipstick and lip gloss really help bring out your face and draw more attention to your lips, which is always good. So if you have fair skin, try to stick more to the lighter shades. It just looks better. And darker skin, go with the darker shades. Again, looks better. So what you mainly want to do, you can either use lip gloss and lipstick together or separate. I like to use them together just because I do. So you want to uncap the lipstick, twist it out, and then start probably with the bottom lip. And just get everywhere where you can see your lips and the different shades. Now I know I look goofy doing that, but just the way it is. So, once you have it all applied, you want to kind of rub it together, smack it like that. Really kind of evens it out and just makes it better. So lip gloss, there's somewhere you can just put it on your finger and rub it over like lip balm. But I like the ones that have the stick. So you take the stick and basically it's just like doing lipstick. It's kind of like painting your lips. And you go like that. Again, rub them together at the end. Kind of go like that. And you can either blot them dry or you can wait for it to dry. Both work. And at the end, just make sure that you don't have any lipstick or lip gloss on your teeth. It's the main thing. If you do, just rub your tongue over it. Yeah. So that's basically my makeup tutorial. I hope you learned a lot. I hope that I helped some. And I hope to have more videos coming soon. So yeah. Okay.